The 13th Nama onwards until Nama 51 is the Keshadi Padanta Varnana, the description of the goddess starting from her hair to her feet. So, in tradition, it is usually found that female deities are usually described starting from their head down to the toe, and male deities are usually described starting from their feet upwards to the head. But since the supreme goddess is considered the Shiva Shakti Swarupa, the Swarupa of Parameshwara and Mahashakti together in one form, both descriptions are found. In Lalita Sahasranama, however, we find only the Keshadi Padanta Varnana. That is, the description starts from the hair of the Devi right up to her feet. So this is what we find in Namas 13 all the way until Namas 51. So the 13th Nama says Champakaashoka punnaaga sougandhika lasat kacha. 13th Nama says the Devi's hair is adorned with flowers. So what are the flowers that this Nama is talking about? Champaka. So this yellow one at the far left corner you see is the Champaka flower. Then Ashoka. The red one here is a variety of the Ashoka flower. Punnaaga. This is the punnaaga flower. Sougandhika. Sougandhika is blue lotus. So Devi has her hair adorned with all these flowers. So we need to understand one thing here. When we are talking about Devi's form in Lalita Sahasranama, Devi's form is spoken about at 4 to 5 levels. The one is the physical form, the one that is comprehensible by our senses, right? With our own eyes, something that our mind can understand. So that is the sthula form. And then there is the sukshma form, which is the mantra form. So that is also described in Lalita Sahasranama. And then there is the sukshma tara form, the subtler form, right? The kundalini form. And similar such, even more subtler descriptions are found in Lalita Sahasranama, which we are going to duly explore. So when I talk about Devi's hair, Devi's eyes, Devi's face, so we need to understand that her sthula form, a form that is comprehensible by a human being's senses, by a human being's mind, is being referred to here. And again, we need to remember that the Devi is not an entity made of flesh and blood like us. She is made of pure consciousness. And therefore, when pure consciousness is being spoken about, naturally, ethereal beauty, right, comes together with it. Because pure consciousness is pure and very, very beautiful. So this kind of a beauty we will never find anywhere. So she is unparalleled beauty in all respects, which is why we see such beautiful descriptions all over. So we need to remember that we're talking about Chit form because she arose out of the Chidagni. She's pure consciousness. We are talking about her Satchitananda form, which is so beautiful, so mesmerizing. And therefore, let us try and explore these aspects with our limited sensory mind and try and imagine what the namas are trying to convey. So once again, the 13th nama is Champakaashoka punnaaga sougandhika lasat kacha. Her hair is adorned. Kacha, her hair is lasat. It shines brightly because it is decorated with flowers like Champaka, Ashoka, punnaaga, sougandhika. So when we chant the name, how do we chant this? We say Champakaashoka punnaaga sougandhika lasat kacha. This is how we chant this. So there's a little imagination about how these flowers might look adorned in Devi's hair, right? The hair is very lustrous and we find these flowers beautifully decorated by her sahacharis in her hair. So that was the 13th now.